So Skippy, for those who don't know, is a guy. I don't know exactly how old he is, but I believe he's Mormon. Uh, he's continually been trying to go on dates, find a girlfriend, and, well, I don't know how else to put it, get laid for quite a while, for over a decade now, to no avail. He gets a decent number of dates, but they never go well because he's a pushy, quote, nice guy type who tries to pressure and guilt women into doing things with him and for him and to go on dates with him. It's really creepy. He films basically all of his dates and puts them on YouTube. I don't know why. I don't know if he thinks it's endearing or what. It's not. But we're going to take a look at some of his videos.
So, I just got done with work, and I swung by to pick up some groceries, and I was like, I'm not going to look at these again, ever the same way. Especially when she lives 3 blocks away from where it is that I buy groceries. And so, to fulfill having her try it out, these are Klondike bars, and specifically these are the original one. It's ice cream. It's chocolate coated ice cream.
I like Klondike bars. Can I just put that out there? Klondike bars are a nice, just ice cream novelty. It's the most basic you can get. It's just ice cream, vanilla ice cream with a little bit of chocolate on the outside. I stan a Klondike bar. Overthought says, I already think he wants to put this woman in a basement freezer.
No, they're not the best, because I would even...
Also, one time I had Reese's Klondike bars that had, like, Reese's peanut butter ice cream on the inside, and those were pretty bomb.
say they're...
Oh! Dapper Hologram has also had them. What would I do for a Klondike bar? I would probably go to the store and purchase them, because I am an adult who can buy whatever I want.
Real ones are better, but just
the
fact that...
Are we having it right here?
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Okay.
Should we try
This is a surprise visit.
Yeah, no, I gave her 0 notice. In fact, I spent the majority of the day sending her messages saying, I don't get why you don't like me, essentially stuff like.
So he just showed up at her house. Don't do that. That's a good way to get the cops called on you.
Like that, and I'm like, you know what? I need to.
She looks so uncomfortable, this poor woman.
Like, I know that we're gonna be friends for forever. I just have a crush on you, and I cannot.
Skippy! Stop! Stop! All of it! Please!
Not get her to reply back in any form whatsoever of, do you even like me a little bit back? Which...
Skippy, no! No. And I'm not, you know, I can't say in my life, in my experience, I've ever been, like, the smoothest individual. I'm also insecure sometimes. Bardlock Moses says, she's asking for help with her eyes. I know. Astro Fox says, I miss Klondike bars, cries and lactose intolerance. But, like, no one wants you to constantly come to them and be like, oh, I just like you so much, but you just don't like me. Why don't you like me? No. No one likes that shit. It's uncomfortable for everyone. Stop it. Don't do that. Bad. No. No. Don't do that. Stop trying to force yourself on people and pressuring them into social situations with you. Just stop. Be a normal person. And it's interesting, too, because Skippy, like, actually seems to get a lot of, like, interactions with women, you know? They go on dates with him. He gets them into the date somehow, though I would assume the way he gets them to is very uncomfortably. Though I don't know, maybe he ramps up the crazy once he gets to know him a little bit. But, like, if you just, like, were a normal person and didn't feel the need to compulsively film every interaction you have with these women, although, honestly, I'm glad he does for the sake of potential future evidence the cops might need, I just be a person. Be like, hey, what's up? What do you want to do? You want to hang out? You want to watch a movie? You want to go out to eat? And then just be like a normal human being. You don't need to be super clever or anything. You don't need to be the most charming necessarily. Awkwardness can be, like, endearing and cute. But just, like, be a person, be a human being, and not a sentient ball of insecurities that you make someone else's problem. Because no one wants that. No one wants to date a project, right? They're not here to fix you, Skippy. If they want to spend time with you, that's awesome. That's all it is. Chill out.
Which is probably a pretty good indication that she doesn't, but she avoids talking about it every time I bring it up. Like, just wondering, just a little bit.
Open these.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
She does that all the time. So, I thought, as a peace offering for having messaged her like 4 times today, do you like me? Check yes or no. That I would bring by the Klondike bar.
Oh, you're having one too, right?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely just
And, like, I even get the idea of what he's doing here in the sense that, like, let's say you are a friend with someone, maybe even someone you do have a crush on or something, right? Or that you're having, you know, casual interactions with, and you're genuinely having a good time interacting with one another, and you bring up in your conversations, like, oh, you've never had a Klondike bar or whatever, and it's something that you've had and you like, or even if you're just using it as kind of like oh, this is something we could talk about. I get the idea of keeping that almost as a running joke, or like oh, you should try this thing. I understand that, but making it forced is so weird. Do not show up to people's houses. Like, maybe sometime in the future, if you were a normal human being and continued to actually have consensual interactions with this person without being a creep, you could be out somewhere getting dinner, or stop at a store somewhere, like on the way to like a movie or something, and be like, oh, look, they have Klondike bars. You've never had a Klondike bar. Do you want a Klondike bar? Whatever. You know how human beings are. And not forcing everything like a psychopath. Nick says, make sure it's sealed, lady. Yep.
it's here I'll hold.
You missed it when you were looking down. She signed that he messaged her 400 times. Oh, God.
While you have your experience with him. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So how, I've been asked in the comments a couple times, how do you go your entire life without having tried the Klondike bar? Like, someone asked me, are you foreign?
I'm from Earth.
You can be from Earth and be foreign. Just America?
Yeah, I'm from America. I'm sure there are other people who've never had a Klondike
No,
bar,
there's probably
no?
some. There's probably
A lot, probably. I don't think I had a Klondike bar until I was like 17, 18, 19. I don't know.
some. But there's the whole, what would you do for a Klondike? Did you know?
She clearly doesn't get the reference you're making, Skippy. If you've never had a Klondike bar, are there? What are the chances you know that advertising slogan?
Know the
Well,
jingle.
I think it's I've heard it.
Okay.
I suppose
You just never thought.
I think it's weird if people have never been to California or if people have never been
True.
to the ocean.
Like the ocean, yeah.
Like, that's weird to me.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe this is a thing that's weird to people.
A couple in the comments, but that's okay. There's lots of weird
The
people in
ice
the
cream
comments.
lovers, I guess.
Yeah.
About to happen. Get yours.
Okay. Nice, so wrapped. Okay. Cheers.
Cheers.
Nice. First impressions.
Overthought says, oh God, what are the chances he gets women's addresses numbers from his Domino's job? Oh no. Hi. Spectrum dropped One American News. Good.
Is it? It's just like those ice creams that are on a stick with chocolate and ice cream.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Yep. It's just that, but without the stick. Dr. Gamble says, blink twice if you need help, lady.
Mm-hmm.
Is there like caramel in it?
That is a funny thing, too. Out of all the things to talk up, the Klondike bar is not the one to do it. I enjoy Klondike bars. I think they're good, fun little ice cream novelties that are a nice, dessert snack thing on a summer day or whatever. But like, They're not amazing. I wouldn't be like, oh my god, you've never had a Klondike bar? I'd be like, oh yeah, they're like, you know, they're like vanilla ice cream with a little bit of chocolate. They're all right, you know. It's not even particularly good ice cream, you know what I mean? It's ice cream. It's not cheese. That's a good way of putting it, yeah. Like if someone was like, oh, I've never really had a good sharp cheddar cheese, I'd be like, I have some things to show you. I'm going to open up a whole new world of flavor for you. But not a Klondike bar. Yeah. Definitely not worth harassing someone over. Then again, nothing is. Don't harass people, you goddamn psychos.
No,
It's just ice cream.
this is the
It's a
original.
funny taste. Is that
I'm gonna start a new Patreon goal, and if you donate a $500 a month to me, then I'll take you on a cheese tasting tour of Michigan. We'll go get some pin-conning cheese. We'll sit down and discuss chuds and cringe and cheese.
does it have a funny taste? No?
I think it's how would I describe it?
How much? $500. I'm not a cheap date.
Like there's toffee or something. Well, that was a really cute.
It's trying to be more than just chocolate tasting, right? It's like trying to be the ice cream, the vanilla is really.
That's too low. Maybe I am a cheap date. Hey, you gotta pay for your own air travel and accommodations to get here, okay? I'll just show up at the cheese place and eat cheese with you. And I'll pay for the cheese.
Really creamy, and the chocolate is trying to be.
This is not legally binding. This is a joke. Don't give me that much money. I will not eat cheese with you.
There's nothing written on the.
I already have enough people to eat cheese with. God damn it. I'll go eat cheese with Jake and Randy. Randy's from Wisconsin. It's like drinking wine with a Frenchman.
The package or anything. About the box. Does it say something about it?
Oops.
Oh, there's 12 different flavors.
Yeah. So
Reese's
the
Pieces,
the
Oreo.
Oreo one, I almost got you, but I'm like,
Well,
no, we gotta have her.
Any update on the grilled cheese wedding cake? It's a big no, unfortunately. No, that does look fun, though.
Hold down.
Logarth says, what if we pooled together $500? Could we all eat cheese together? Nope, $500 for one price of admission.
Right, the original.
Chocolatey coated and ice cream loaded.
Eat cheese with Peter, he would go. You know, if Peter wanted to go hang out and eat cheese, I would do so. Hopefully to convince him to get some psychiatric help I think he desperately needs.
Just artificially flavored vanilla light ice cream in a milk chocolate flavored coating.
Yeah, she's not eating it like at all.
Hey, Deanna, what would you do for a Klondike bar?
Oh god, no, he's pointing at his mouth!
Our milk and cream.
She is so hard trying to signal to him. Like, I don't know if he doesn't understand sort of non-verbal clues, which some people don't, or if he's ignoring them entirely because, you know, he just wants to force his way into getting what he wants here. But she could not be signaling harder to him. Like, I am not interested in this interaction right now. Please leave me alone. Like, she is reading the ingredients list. She is divorced from this.
There's no real seal on it. It's not a real.
Can't fight, can't fight. Bop him on the head, Cass. Hey, keep it light. Alright, they're good.
Dairy product.
That was the first kiss
That's what
I've
I
ever.
got.
That was the first kiss we've ever shared.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Dairy product.
Oh!
That was the first
That's
kiss
what
I've
I
ever.
got.
That was the first kiss we've ever shared.
Leave her alone, Skippy.
Oh my
And
god.
even then, it felt forced. I can't wait to watch this back and see if your eyes are terrified as I did that.
Yes. Yes, they were, Skippy. You like, how does he have the self-awareness to say that, but not the self-awareness to not be a creep?
I know, I was reading the box, sorry. And I dropped all these bars on the ground.
Can we try it for real?
All right,
Kiss?
guys, we did it.
Can we try it for real?
She stopped the stream! Mac and cheese ice cream? Oh no. She definitely immediately was like, that was not okay, once the stream ended. She should have chastised him on stream, honestly. The mac and cheese ice cream. Sometime I gotta try it. I'm sure it's disgusting, but, you know, the novelty. Skippy, please, cease. What's he up to these days? Oh, boy. Looks like 2 months ago he was still posting. Let me see what his last, like, dating vid was. Unless he has a separate YouTube channel. Looks like 7 months ago was maybe his last date. At least one that he filmed. Bardlock Moses says, this is the only time I would call the cops. And Baja says, Mr. Blast says he will chaperone the cheese date to keep you safe. Nice. Also, Mr. Blast, I'll get you tons of cheese. You like pin-conning cheese? It's delicious. Dating advice from Skippy. Oh boy, this should be helpful. Probably just do the opposite of whatever he says. Or is this gonna be he doesn't do what his own advice is section?
Hi guys, it's May 31st, 2015. This is Skippy, and I am filming from on top of a parking structure here at UVU. It's Sunday. Just went to church a little bit.
You live in Saginaw, do you have to spend $500? Yes. I said, accommodations and travel are your own expenses. The $500 is just to be in the same room with me eating cheese, okay? I am a high-profile Z-list internet personality, okay? Clearly, my presence is worth hundreds of dollars.
And here's the thing,
Would I rather encounter Skippy or John Doyle in the flesh? Skippy. Skippy probably wouldn't want me dead. John Doyle is a neo-Nazi that would immediately look at me and think about all the ways he would like the system to kill me.
so when I was on...
Do I know who loves cheese? Oh, God. Let's see.
I like it. But I'm moving.
I can't play a whole scene from the Boondocks. I do like that show, but can't play it.
Virgin Diaries, I was 34 at the time, I believe, and I'm now 37, still a virgin. I moved to California to pursue, I don't know, and I failed, but I was on a game show.
Can the $500 be paid in monthly installments? No. It has to be all at once. I only cater to the extremely rich and foolish.
Called Celebrity Name Game.
I heard a saying once about a fool and their money being parted, and I was like, that's my target demo.
So I think if you go to YouTube
These are all jokes. I like you all very much.
and put Celebrity Name Game and Skippy in, something comes up. Yeah, the long story short, I'm still living in Mom.
Did we ever watch any more of the follow-up on that show where the guy adopted a 19-year-old girl from a foreign country? No, and now we probably never will, because they pulled the show after 3 episodes. And the rest of the season is never going to air, and they wiped all episodes off the internet. So...
Mom's basement.
Would $500 also be valid to bring you some cheese? Ooh, I do like cheese. No, not cheese stream. Must cringe. You think the FBI got involved? It wouldn't shock me. It was basically human trafficking. Oh, and also he said a bunch of really racist shit on the internet they found, so that's another reason the show got canceled.
I am recording this for a couple reasons. One, Taylor Wood is a girl who is a fan of mine from Virgin Diaries and the YouTube videos, and she wanted me to give a shout out to her and her friend Eddie, who is 35 years old, and he's single, and he's having a tough time with the ladies. She wanted me to give him advice. So Eddie, or anyone who wants to be celibate or is having a tough time with that. Okay, so let me give you something interesting about me. I didn't masturbate for my first time until I was 26.
I don't need to know this.
And in the Mormon culture, you would never, well, I guess in most cultures you don't talk about masturbation, but in Mormon culture, this is something that you would bring up with your bishop about. With it's a part of life, but it's also a transgression because impure thoughts lead to impure actions, which is true because I've grabbed boobs, but I've always stopped before.
Have I looked into the incest-loving Nazi? He hasn't done anything super interesting lately.
It went too far, so I've never gone further than, you know what? I will maybe save that. One of the crazy things about...
Weird how little I cover him. He doesn't do anything interesting. The funniest thing he ever did was the video where he talks about how into incest porn he is. Everything else he's done since has been
living in Utah is that I literally know dozens of people that are also older and virgins too. And in Utah, it's not that big of a deal if you are. I mean, it's a big deal to you, but it's not a big deal in the...
It shouldn't be a big deal to anyone. Who cares? It's not a big deal. It just isn't. Whether or not you have been intimate with someone is not a major factor in who you are as a person. It's not really a factor at all. It's just a thing you either have or have not done. Like, imagine if there was someone who had never... Like, what if we had a word in society for someone who's never ridden a jet ski? Ooh, I've never ridden a jet ski before. Let's make all sorts of assumptions about you because who the fuck cares? Who cares? Who cares? Verkanon, thanks for 19 months. Marcus Drake says, I remember watching a documentary where the director was following her dad getting married to a really young bride abroad, and partway through filming finds out the girl is underage and films herself cutting her dad off and flying home. Oof.
The sense that you're the only person or you're an outcast. So if you're a virgin and you're older, you go to a singles group. There's now like these mid 30 to 45-year-old age groups where there's other people like yourselves. But when I go to church, I'm still me, and I'm still this odd person who... I don't know, Eddie, what... I have no advice for women. I'm not good with them, I mean, I'm odd, but odd guys don't always get girls. I would say the easiest thing to do would be lose weight, smell nice, don't have bad breath, and try not to scare girls.
I think the last one is probably paramount for you, Skippy, because you're doing the last one a lot. Now, in fairness, I'm seeing you through a screen, so I can't comment upon, like, your breath or your smell or anything. Whatever. The being a creep is the major issue. That's a number one.
Because you want to be, I guess, honest, but not too honest.
But yes, have basic hygiene practices, yes.
And the filter on my mouth and my thoughts is never on. If there is a girl out there for me, and I've thought about this a couple times, because like when I was 21, I thought that it was someone my own age. Now, I'm 37 years old, so what kind of girl am I going to go after or start dating now, right? And how am I going to find her? Let's see. I could always look outside of Utah. I could change what I'm looking for. And by the way, I get tons of comments where people think that I'm just like super picky. And I don't think that it's just as simple as that I'm super picky. Because that's just like a throwaway comment. Because like we all have to be somewhat picky. But picky and looking for what you think is right for you.
Did he say he wants younger women? I missed that if he did.
You call it picky, I call it that. I say I'm looking for someone that's right for me. So, just because I'm 5'8" and 215 pounds doesn't mean that I should marry a chubby girl, because you don't marry someone that's in your same weight class. That's what you do in wrestling. That's not what you do in marriage picking.
Oh, God. Okay, Skippy. Oh, this is a whole discussion. Look, Skippy, I think it's okay for everyone to have their own, whatever their standards are for like a significant other, whatever. That's fine. I don't care. People can have whatever standard they have. It's personal. I do not really care. However, Skippy, do you understand why people are gonna see hypocrisy when you are not willing to hold yourself to a specific standard, but you want to hold a partner to said standard? It's kind of hypocritical. At the very least, it's stupid, because why would you assume that someone who is in decent shape is going to be okay with you not taking care of yourself, right? And again, I don't care. Anyone can date anyone as long as they're consensual adults. I don't care. It's just weird. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of weird.
You know? And then someone's like, oh, but you should go for the girls that are less pretty, right? But they still have to have a personality that has got to be somewhat with mine. And most girls that have my similar look, body structure or attractive level-wise, don't have personalities that keep up with what I would want, because they're down on themselves in the sense about who they are.
Skippy, all you ever do when you talk to women is be insecure about yourself, but you don't want to see that in other people? Holy shit. Have some self-reflection. Have a little self-awareness, Skippy.
And don't get me wrong, I am too, but I still am ballsy and I still go do things, and I don't want to be around a Debbie Downer my whole life.
Holy fuck. Oh my god.
So, yeah. If I could pick my dream job, or what
Bumble Homestead says, what the fuck, Skippy?
I would dream be doing right now with my life, it would be for me to have my own reality show.
I thought he was gonna say it'd be for him to have his own reality, and I was like, you know, that might be the only way you'll be happy, Skippy.
Ideal reality show would be something based where I meet a lot of celebrities. In fact, I have the nickname Sundance Skippy. If you put in Skippy and celebrities, a whole bunch of stuff will come up. So something where, like, celebrities helped me find love. Hey,
Skippy, you don't need celebrities. You need to be a human being.
ladies, this guy's a virgin. He lives in his parents' basement. He has no money, no job, no prospects.
Skippy, again, why? And I'm not saying people who live in their parents' basement or who are unemployed don't deserve love. But what I'm saying is, if people are looking for prospective partners, why would they want to be with someone who doesn't seem to have prospects or their life in order? Again, I get it. Everyone, it'd be great if everyone had that love in their life, right? But relationships, monogamous ones, are always like a back and forth between two people. And why is someone going to come and want you in their life if you don't even have your life under control in any way? Like, what are you bringing to the table in terms of being a loving partner, in being someone who can, like, share the load that is the problems life has, you know? Of course, just being there in love is a huge part of it, maybe even the biggest part, but, like, you need to be a person with goals and, like, standards for yourself and drives and doing things, and, like, money isn't the biggest deal, but you should be able to support at least yourself, you know? I don't know. Lily Love Stuff says, here is my thing. I saw a guy who had a bunch of pictures of them with celebrities on the social media page. I would say that person doesn't deserve love.
But again, he wouldn't give you an STD.
He wants to be a sitcom protagonist. He wouldn't give you an STD. Wow. If your best selling point for yourself is I wouldn't give you an STD, sit down and think. Sit down and think how little you have to offer someone as a person, if that's your selling point.
That's not really the kind of pitch that...
Anyway, you said you think he wants to be a sitcom protagonist? Watch the show Kevin Can Fuck Himself. It's a show with an interesting premise. Kevin Can... It's a show from AMC that I really like. It got one season, and the second season, which I think is the final season, is coming out. It's unfortunate, because I kind of wish it had gone on longer. But the premise is, from the husband's perspective, it's this goofy, like, King of Queens style, like, 3-camera sitcom. But when it cuts to the wife's perspective, it's like a single-camera, desaturated drama where she hates her life and wants to kill her husband because he's such a shitty person. So it plays a lot into perspective and how, like, narcissistic people like her husband take and don't understand the impact they have on others, whereas from the perspective of a victim, like, it's just shit and awful. So, like, I'd recommend this show. It's really good. I think it's on AMC and their streaming platform. So check it out. I think season 2 is coming out soon, which I think is the final season.
most girls are looking for, is it? I would think that'd be pretty good for being on a TV show as like the guy that went and interviewed people at different things, or I would think that'd be really good out on red carpets. Tonight Show was always like my biggest dream, but whose isn't it for a kid? You know, being on Saturday Night Live, am I funny enough? Am I talented enough? Is there anything unique about me? I don't know. I'm sitting on my car on Sunday afternoon, and I have no idea what the rest of my week or life is going to be like. I kind of don't want to leave the roof of this car. I kind of don't want to leave this parking structure. But I'm light-skinned, and I know that I will get a sunburn if I'm out here too long.
Sounds like something Dwight would have said on The Office.
Taylor, Eddie, I don't think that I gave you any advice or helped at all. At least it doesn't feel that way to me. But if any of you guys that are watching this want me to, if you want to ask me questions that I can give you guys answers to, stories to tell, or something quick that I can make a video about and post on YouTube, I will. You can follow me on Instagram. I am Skippy. I've got a website, iamskippy.com. I'm glad that my mom doesn't read the comments section, because otherwise she would think that everyone in the world hates me and is super, super mean, but that's just how YouTube is. I get that. If you look at the video comments on a couple of videos that I'm in on YouTube, the comments that people have for me are some of the most cruel sounding things ever. And they make me laugh so much, because it's these people that don't know me at all that are saying like, oh man, he's as, I don't know. Their language is so horrible, but it makes me laugh so much sometimes. Thanks again everyone for watching this video today. If you liked anything about it, feel free to share it with friends. I guess I don't care if you like the video or not. Click subscribe, and the more subscribers I get, if there's questions in the comment section underneath this video where you guys want to have them answered by me, if you need advice from Skippy, who, you know, I've been in 1 month and a half long relationship and 2 or 3 week long relationships, that doesn't qualify me to give advice, but I'll give it anyways, because there's other people.
He's so bizarre.
Okay, so I'm.
I don't know. Worst you could say is no.
That's the woman he kissed with the Klondike bar.
Hi guys, time for 2 minutes with Skippy, special Tinder edition.
So
Oh, God. Bittergrin says you need to look about his About Me page, specifically celebrity encounters. Oh, no. Name, Skippy Jessup. Sign, Scorpio. Okay, a bunch of stuff. Favorite celebrity, Ben Affleck. Worst celebrity, Quentin Tarantino. Favorite celebrity encounter. I asked Britney Spears out on a date before K-Fed got to her and ruined her. What? Oh no. I get told I look a lot like Philip Seymour Hoffman, Andy Richter, and sometimes Jack Black. Was the kid in class who would bring up the topic, is peni the plural of penis, just so I can take a stand against movies showing way too much of it these days. What? In Utah County, you can imagine the looks I sometimes get. Knowing my bishop may read this is odd, but okay with me since I came to grips with the fact that I am not like everyone else. Oh, Skippy. Yikes.
So, do you want to introduce? This is Catherine, and we met via Tinder.
That's right.
So, Tinder. Do you want to explain Tinder?
People know what Tinder is, Skippy.
You can.
Tinder is basically Hot or Not, and you go through and you click on people's photos. Now, on Tinder, I do not have a photo of me with my beard. So, in all fairness to her, I have the best photos of me.
Update your picture, Skippy.
Not this, because I don't know that. Would you have clicked?
I like beards, so.
You would have clicked like on that? Okay. So it's Sunday, and we decided to meet and get to know each other up here at the park. She is on crutches right now, and
Don't say so she can't run. Don't say so she can't run. Don't say so she can't run.
so we had like messaged a couple times, and then met here at the park, and we got to know each other. What did you get to know about me?
I got to know that you know a lot of famous people, and you.
Skippy, taking pictures with famous people doesn't mean you know them. What are the chances he's sitting there going like, oh yeah, I know this person and this person and this person. They're literally just people he's taking photos with.
You are an expert with the pizza.
Yes, expert. And with her, I won't say what the video was called, but she's got a YouTube video where she did this leg strength challenge, and she lasted almost 5 minutes sitting in a crouch position. Oh, and things like she went on a mission to Hungary, and she's got a dog named Olive and a cat named Sunshine. And we did a lot of people watching. I'm sure we saw at least one person that was a serial killer here at the park.
She says, yeah, at least.
And we also saw some people dressed up in like pet costumes or what, like
Yeah,
like
like a mascot.
mascots. Yeah.
Like the big heads.
Yeah, they were just like
tails.
walking around like that's a normal thing to do.
Yeah.
Should we go on a date, or was this a just friends thing? Your call. No.
It's just it annoys me so much how he uses the camera to try and pressure women into like capitulating to what he wants, which is more dates and physical affection and stuff. It's so gross.
No pressure. No pressure.
This is a let's stay in contact and see thing.
I'm good with that. Thanks for watching 2 Minutes with Skippy, special Just Friends edition. Talk.
Stop, Skippy, you absolute fucking monster. He makes me so uncomfortable. Okay, I think I gotta save some Skippy for another time.